Hey YouTube, it's Raj, and today we're going to be looking at cartographers and their trades. Which ones are best to level them up, give you emeralds, and will give you special items. So, let's get started. Okay, so now let's look at what cartographers deal with. So there was a lot of updates in the 1.14 update. Obviously it was called Villager and Pillager, so the focus was on villagers. So they got a new trading system and a bunch of professions were added. So if you look here, here's the items they like to deal. So they like to trade for and what they like to trade. So glass panes, paper, compasses, maps, and they also have some explorer maps that they'll give you. So that's pretty straightforward. I mean, when you think of a cartographer, you think of maps, and this is probably the stuff you associate with a map. So their job site block is a cartography table. So where is it? Right there. So if you look, it's 4 planks and 2 pieces of paper. Pretty straightforward. And what we're gonna do is just I'm gonna give you what the functions of a cartography table are for the player, because a lot of these blocks you can use for your own stuff that you want to do. So if you look here, you have 2 slots here. There's a plus sign, an arrow, and what the result is. So if you look here, what I did was I put a map in, some paper, and if you see this little square in the middle, that's what the old map is, the top one, and this actually expands the map so it's bigger. So you still have that area in the middle, but you have all that area around it. So that's cool. That's a cool addition, honestly. So you can also clone maps. So if you put a map in there and then an empty map, it'll create 2 of those same maps. And the other thing you can do is you can lock a map. So if you put a map in there and then you put glass panes, you can tell there that you locked the map. Okay, and I have too many items already. So here's a cartographer. As you can see, if you want to set up a villager trading post, that's the block you need, is a cartography table. Underneath as their job site. So I'm just going to explain how the trading system works. So how it works is that there's 5 levels, and each time it levels up you get 2 trades. There's obviously an amount of trades that you can have, so it'll pick 2 of those from each level. I forgot to mention the last time with my shepherd and armor ones about trades that there's also a price multiplier. So basically the more items you get, the more the demand goes up and the more the price goes up. And also there's things like there's ways that you can have the price go down. So if you get something like Hero of the Village or through Villager Gossip, you can lower the prices. And you can after a certain amount of trades, the trade will get disabled until the villager resupplies their stuff. So I think that's the entire villager trading system. So now let's get down to what items and what trades they do. So here are all of the cartographer trades. And if you notice from my other videos that I did, this is a lot less of the amount of total trades than the armorer and the shepherd had. So if you look, there's actually only 9 total trades. So some villagers can have a max of 10. I guess this one has 9 because it's just the amount of trades he has, trade options he has to have. So let's go into the novice level. So if you look here, 24 pieces of paper will get you 1 emerald, 16 trades and 2 XP. 7 emeralds will get you an empty map, 12 trades, 1 XP. Obviously, if you the paper trade is the obvious one to level them up, because it's the easiest one to acquire paper, and especially if you're doing librarians in a villager trading hub. This is a good trade to do because you can get the paper to level up the librarian and also the cartographer. There's also a bit of an overlap in the trades and with librarians also. So once you level them up from that, there are which level is this? Apprentice level. So 12 pieces of glass pane for 1 emerald, 16 trades, 10 XP, which is pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty cheap trade if you think about it, because what is it? 6 glass create 16 glass panes. So you're basically just doing 4 pieces of sand for 1 emerald, which is pretty good. And then you look up here. So some of the trades have you have to do 2 items. So 13 emeralds and 1 compass gets you an Ocean Explorer map. 12 trades and 5 XP. The thing to notice also about these Ocean Explorer maps is that it's pretty much a one-time purchase. So when you buy it once, what it does is it keeps giving you the exact same map every time. So pretty much you can only do that once. Okay, and also, like, if you look here, these are the only 2 trades that you can get at this level. So you pretty much know what you're getting when you level them up. Okay, so let's go on to Journeyman. So 1 compass will get you 1 emerald and 12 trades and 20 XP. So a compass is a 4 iron and 1 redstone, which I guess is okay, depending on how much iron you have in general. And then the other trade is 14 emeralds and 1 compass for a Woodland Explorer map, and like the Ocean Explorer map, it's only 1 map. So every time you buy it, you're just buying the exact same map. So 12 trades before it locks up and 10 XP. So it'd probably be good to just buy both just to see what is on the Woodland Explorer map, and to load up on some emeralds to level them up. Okay, so when you get up to the expert level, there's 7 emeralds will get you 1 item frame, 12 trades and 15 XP, and then 3 emeralds will get you 1 item banner, 12 trades and 15 XP. So there's 16 different colors for these banners. It's also possible that it won't be like an item frame trade and a banner trade. It could be like 2 banner trades at an expert level, which would I mean, it doesn't really matter, honestly. I don't know how many item frames you need, and I don't know how many banners you need. I mean, they're both pretty easy items to craft up, so this kind of seems like a pointless 2 trades to have at this level. And another thing to note is that emerald trades are usually less XP than if you're giving them an item. So with the compass one, you get 20 XP, and even at this level, when you're doing emeralds, you're only getting 15 XP. So the last one is the master trade. So you get, if you trade 8 emeralds for, you get a glow pattern. So 12 trades and 30 XP. I don't know how valuable this is to you. I mean, I don't use a lot of banners, but if you really want a glow pattern, maybe this is worth it. But I would actually say the last 2 levels of this profession, the trades aren't really that spectacular. And if you look overall, I mean, the only trade that might be useful is this one, the glass pane one, just if you want to load up on emeralds. And I mean, it's worth it just to get the Ocean Explorer and the Woodland map. So it might be okay just to get like 1 cartographer. I mean, this isn't a profession where you level it up and you keep leveling them up, try to get the right one. Pretty much you only need 1 cartographer ever, unless you like plan to get a ton of glass and trade for tons of emeralds. But I mean, it's worth it to put in your villager trading hub, but I would say it's not one that you're gonna like trade with a lot. And that is everything about cartographers. Cartographers are obviously a very simple trading system, so it's not very complicated. I also will be adding the Minecraft wiki for Cartographer Trades, so you can look at them. I mean, it was pretty straightforward, but you might want to look at what the price multiplier is and stuff like that. I also did 2 videos on Shepherd and Armorer trades, and so you can check that out and see how they trade in comparison. I would say those 2 systems are a lot more complicated than what the cartographers are. I mean, cartographers are worth having in your trading hub, but there's not a lot of purpose for having more than one or trying to level up more than one. So I hope that helps you guys out. So like this video if you like it. If you really like my content and want me to keep producing content, subscribe. If you want me to produce certain content, give me a comment in the comment section and I will definitely read it. And stay classy, YouTube. This is Raj.